And welcome to 4 o'clock here on 13 News. We start with the weather, and the dangerous heat has us under a weather impact alert for multiple days this week. Check it out. It's all because of the heat index, the feels like temperature.
Yes. Okay. So we're trying to keep you safe as we get into hotter and hotter temps. Meteorologist Sean Ash is here. Obviously, we've seen hot temps in central Indiana before, but there is some caution that comes with this.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's a duration deal here. We're not going to break any record highs. This won't be the highest heat index we've ever had. But yeah, I mean, we're talking about it at minimum 4 days with a heat index near and above 100. Want to start with our temperatures first. We just hit 91 in Indianapolis, 90 in Bunker Hill. That's one side of the weather story. Remember, it's what's the old saying? It's not the heat, it's the humidity. In this case, that is definitely true here. We've had some scattered clouds across the area, but we're now in our peak heating hours. You take that temperature and you combine it with the moisture in the air, and this is what gives you the feels like temperature. Why is that important? Well, because the air is so humid, your body, when it sweats, it's not drying, it's not cooling yourself down. And so when you're out for long stretches of time, that can kind of wear and tear on you. And speaking of that moisture, dew points between 75 and near 80 degrees in Terre Haute and Bedford. Those numbers about as high as it gets once you get close to 80 around here. So again, the muggy meter is just going to stay miserable into the weekend. Very humid air that will produce these heat indices the next few days between 100 and 105. Notice they go down a little bit this weekend, and I'll let you know why that is ahead in the forecast.
All right, we'll see you then, Sean. Thank you. You know, this heat is forcing folks to try and find ways to stay cool any way they can.
Absolutely, and that means some are heading to the pool, they're heading to the splash pad, but you still need to be cautious if you're going out in it. Rich Nye is live at O'Bannon Park near 16th and College, trying to stay cool and looking good while doing it. Hey, Rich.
Well, thank you very much. It's a hot day. That heat is serious, and we want to be serious about getting out of the heat as much as you can. But hey, if you need to beat the heat, the place to be is at a splash pad like this. Turn this thing on. We need some water. She's over there. There we go. It'll come back on here in just a second. So there are splash pads all over Indy Parks where you can cool off. Now, what I did learn today is this. As we take a look at some video from earlier today, the pools are actually closed on Monday. This is the Garfield Family Aquatic Center, one of the city pools that will be open again tomorrow, open Tuesday through Sunday, but city pools are closed on Mondays. But it's a great place where you can get out of the heat. Well, the sun will still be bearing down, but where you can cool off in the water. Now, if you're going to a pool, that is going to have an entry fee, somewhere between $5 and $8 between whether you're a kid or an adult or a senior, and depending on the one that you're going to. You can also get a season pass at the city pools. But again, be careful. Even if you're going to the pool, you need to be aware of the heat.
Our team is ready for, all different summer possibilities, and heat obviously is the main one. So our pools will be open, our splash pads will be open. We encourage folks to come out, but also, make sure they're thinking their day through, right? You're probably not going to spend all day, or you shouldn't spend all day out at a pool. It's that hot, it's that dangerous. And even when you are, make sure you're hydrating, make sure you're getting in and out of the sun so you're not just directly in the sun for a long period of time.
And again, one pool that will not be open this summer is this one. This is the SOM Family Aquatic Center up on the northeast side. They had a problem not getting staff, but hiring a manager. And so because of that, they've not been able to hire a manager for quite some time. The pool, although you can see it's ready to go, it will not be opening this summer. At this point, even if they hired a manager, the swim season would be so short, they decided it's not worth it to open that facility, which is unfortunate because it is one of the bigger city pools we have here in Indianapolis. But about 15 will be open again tomorrow. Most of them open at 11 a.m. back here live at O'Bannon Park, where we are staying cool at the splash pad. It feels wonderful to be out here in the sun, in the heat. I don't notice it when I'm in the splash pad. You see, we're having fun. We are having lots of fun.
Yeah,
there are ways to beat this heat.
Yeah, seeing all those happy smiles and cute kids out there, that certainly helps too.
Rich and the kids. All right. Rich always finds ways to have fun out there. Huh?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, we can see you coming in those trunks.
And we
Rich.
won't lose you. Those are the recommended colors that they say you should wear. Stay
All
away
right.
from blues and greens.
Enjoy it for us. Oh, here you go. Wait a minute. Oh, that was a tease. He's going to have to do that again at 5. We're going to see you again at 5.
Oh,
All right,
punchy director back there.
It is important to remember that our cars get really hot even on a normal summer day, right? And when it's extremely hot, of course, it's even worse. Take a look at this, okay? On a 95-degree day, here's how quickly those temperatures can go up. It gets to 114 in just 10 minutes, 124 degrees in 20 minutes, 129 in half an hour, and in 40 minutes, the inside of your car can reach 133 degrees. 136 and 50, and in 60 minutes it goes from 138 to 140 degrees. All that to say, remember to check your car every time you get out of it to make sure you don't leave a child, a baby, or a pet in there, or anybody else who may be vulnerable. But also, Felicia, consider keeping your door locked so that you don't have a young child kind of wander in there to play.
That's what they say. You should always have your doors locked, even in the garage, or if your car is parked, and because kids, they try to jump in a car and play. I know you know this, but we do these stories every year, unfortunately.
37 kids every year die
Wow.
in a hot car, according to the Highway Traffic Safety Administration. And those numbers have been consistent for the last 2 decades.
Yeah, so we got to keep saying it.
Yep.
Also, emergency rooms across our area are preparing for folks to come in with heat-related illnesses.
It's already started. The ER doctor we spoke with today says they've seen a number of people come in with issues related to the heat. Here he is.
I would say that the vast majority are kind of early signs of heat exhaustion. People can develop heat stroke if they get very, very overheated. They start to get confused and have symptoms affecting the brain, really is how I would word it. Less common, but certainly is possible. The majority that we see, even already so far in kind of late June, has been a lot of the early signs of heat exhaustion.
And he emphasized to make sure you are drinking plenty of water. Got to stay hydrated.
So we're going to have more on the signs to look out for. That's ahead at 4:30. And if you are looking to stay cool tonight, Fishers Fire Department could help.
Yeah, they're going to be in 2 neighborhoods in just a couple hours from now for their cul-de-sac drills. Maybe you've heard of this. As you can see from their video here, they have all sorts of fun, and so do the kids. This is where they open up their truck hoses and let kids run around in the water.
Yeah, so they're going to be in the Sand Creek Woods neighborhood at Cedar Drive and Sand Creek Boulevard, and then in the Sweet Briar North neighborhood at Panoma Court and Sweet Briar Parkway. Both of those start at 7 o'clock.
Great way to wrap up the day.
Yeah, and it's not just hot here. This heat is actually expected to break records in multiple states across the country.
Maddie Gannon explains how people need to be prepared.
Millions of Americans Monday are bracing for a scorching week as days of blistering heat and humidity are expected to fall over the eastern half of the U.S. and stick around for the holiday weekend.
We have an extreme heat warning that we've issued that goes into effect today. We have 3 consecutive days where it reaches 100 to 105 or potentially greater. The heat index value overnight will probably only dip below the 90-degree mark for 6 to maybe 8 hours overnight.
Major cities like New York, Washington, Atlanta, and Nashville could see feels-like temperatures at and above 100 degrees starting Monday through the 4th of July. Officials are urging caution as people prepare for a weekend of celebrations outdoors, where they could be exposed to the dangerous heat for longer periods of time.
Self-awareness is huge when it comes to knowing when to call 911 or not. You know, if you don't feel comfortable getting yourself up to a hospital, by all means, we're here to serve the community, so call us.
Meanwhile, authorities in several western states have banned or limited fireworks for the holiday due to ongoing wildfires. This man in the Lake County, Colorado area described watching a fire blaze from across a lake.
We figured we'd pack up and then we got a text, emergency evacuation, so yeah, packed up, less than an hour later, fastest pack up ever.
In Washington, I'm Maddie Gannon.